Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Facebook. How is everybody doing? Let me get my things together here. Okay, I am live. I'm not sure why I'm live on two streams. But hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Today we're going to be talking about salon ownership. Are we ready to own a salon? It can be challenging. It can be very challenging. And so I am looking, not really sure where I am on this. Well, hello, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi. So today we're talking about owning a salon and what it takes to see if you are salon ready. Are you ready to own a salon? So that's what we're talking about today. And these are just a couple of tips that I hope that it will steer you in the right direction when it comes to making a decision to open a salon. And we're going to talk a little about opening a salon suite as well, because that is just as challenging, almost, not as much, but almost as opening a salon. And so we're going to talk about that today, okay? So becoming a salon owner is exciting, it's rewarding, but it also comes with a lot of challenges and responsibility. And you got to be ready. That's why the first part of this live, we started with, being rich in, your mind and your character and your integrity, because it takes a lot to be a salon owner, but you got to make sure that, you're not moved by your emotions, that you are able to handle resolution. And so this is some of the things that we're going to talk about when we talk about coming into salon ownership. My name is Rhonda Jackson. I merge corporate strategies into the salon settings. And when you do that, it maximizes the salon owner to where the salon owner is able to be free to go out and do different things. And it helps the salon to operate like clockwork, whether the salon owner is there or not. Okay. So now, one thing that so I'm going to give you a couple of things, not one thing. I'm going to give you a couple of things to help you guide you in your venture of being a salon owner. But one thing may be helpful is is experience in the industry, but every salon owner does not have experience in the industry. But I would highly suggest that that person, if you're not in the industry, the beauty industry, I would suggest that you do go and at least study the industry before opening a salon. And why do I say that? Because upon making your rules and your regulations or what have you, you're going to need that knowledge of the salon industry in order to run an effective salon. If you want, salon professionals working with you, you're going to need to make sure that you have salon some type of knowledge in the industry. One, but then for those that are in the industry, if you are a hairstylist, nail technician, esthetician, what have you, it can better give you an understanding of the business and the need of your potential clientele, as well as those that's working for you. Okay, so you will need some knowledge in the industry. That's one. Two, you need financial preparedness. When running a salon, you have to be careful to make sure you have the initial setup. Some people, yeah, you can get a loan, but you still want to have some money, in the set aside, because even though you get a loan for the equipment, the lease, and the fix to line up to your liking, you have a loan for all that, but then you may run into some other things that will happen, such as insurance. Got to make sure you have the salon insurance, the economic downturn. What if you have, a big startup and then all of a sudden it's just start dwindling, clients not coming in like they started, and then you have some other unforeseen foreseen circumstances for the equipment breaking down, your water heater, your gas leak, or plumbing. You never know what can happen, and that's why you always need something set aside so that your salon can continue to operate without disturbance. So you definitely want to keep some money set aside for that. Okay. And also, you need every salon owner, whether you're in this industry or not, you need business knowledge. You need some type of knowledge concerning business. And I can never stress that enough. Running a salon, it takes more than knowing how to do some hair. You got to know more than how to do nails. You need business sense because that's what's going to help you when it comes to budgeting, accounting, marketing, and then customer service. And then you have to make sure that you don't lack the business knowledge, because you got to, if you don't have it, consider taking a course to get that type of knowledge. Okay? Now, you also need to be well versed concerning business with the license and the regulation. Any business need a business license from that particular city or that township or wherever your salon is located. You're going to need a city license and you're going to need a state license. And so you got to have that type of knowledge as well. And also, you got to know the different requirements for your area. Sometimes you have to even have a license for your salon signage. For the signages on the door, you need a license for that too. And so you got to make sure that you're knowledgeable in all that. Okay. And also, you need management skills. Why do you need management skills? Well, as a salon owner, you'll be responsible for managing people, handling customers' concerns, and overseeing daily operations, and ensure that you're able to handle these type of responsibilities effectively. You got to know how to handle employee conflict. And so all that is entailed in management skill, you know, so that you don't want to be that type of salon owner that avoid your the conflict that's going on in the salon, but you do have to make sure that you are, addressing it head on. We had a situation where, we had meetings. I guess we had meetings like every, say, 3 months or so. Maybe it started out once a month, and then we started doing it every 3 months. But then once we started doing meetings, our meetings wasn't used for conflict resolution. Our meetings was used for, giving kudos to everybody that did something well. We did, and it was always an uplifting type environment for our meetings, because we handled the conflict head on. When anything ever happened, as soon as it happened, we took care of it. We took care of it right away, so that when it's time for the meeting, we didn't have to talk about that. We talked about things that's going to move us forward. We talked about training and making us a better salon. So, but you got to be able to handle conflict right away, and don't allow it to fester, because when you do, then it's going to be even a bigger problem. Okay? So now you also need I'm sorry, not management skills, but you may need help with location and marketing research. Where should your salon go? Where are you going to put your salon? And where's the most traffic? So sometimes it helps if you can even get someone that can do the market research for you, because they have all the data and everything that you have need of to see how many people coming down that street, the potential walk-ins. And so you want to make sure that you don't just set your salon up for failure even before it opens good. And so you always have to make sure you choosing your location wisely. And so if you have to get a market research done, and some areas, they need a salon in that area. Some areas are oversaturated with salons. And so yesterday we were talking about what's going to, when you set the foundation, what's going to separate you from the other type of salons. Yet you still don't want to set yourself up and be in an area where it's just totally saturated with other salons. You definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so but passion and dedication and being a salon owner, you got to make sure you're passionate about being that industry and being dedicated, because you're going to have long working hours. You need a genuine passion for that industry, and consider if you're already ready to make the commitment, your time and your energy to building and maintaining a successful salon. You're going to have long, arduous hours, whether you're doing hair or you're just there and helping and assisting the people that work for you. No matter you, it's a baby. It's just like caring for a newborn. You're going to have to be there. You're going to be there for long hours. So you got to make sure that you're passionate in that industry and you're not doing it just for the money. Because if you are, it probably won't be as successful as somebody that has a passion for the industry. Okay? Also, let's talk about a salon suite owner. Different, but the same, so to speak. So, a salon suite owner, when you decide to be a suite renter, it's significant steps in your career as a beauty professional. Now, I'm not talking about owning the building. I'm talking about a salon suite renter, not an owner. So here are some key factors to consider to determine if you're ready to be a suite owner. You got to have that financial stability, once again, because even in a suite, you're going to need to have certain things set up. You know, it may automatically come with a shampoo bowl and possibly a station or what have you, but you need a chair, you need a dryer, and then there's a lot of things that you have need of, even your products, and then your own personal equipment. You're going to need all that in place. And so you need to make sure that you're financially stable in order to purchase those things that you have need of. You need a clientele base. You should not go into a salon suite if you don't have a regular clientele base, because the rent is usually higher in a suite than it is in a traditional salon setting. Okay, so make sure that you have your clientele base. That'll help you be able to continue to keep up with the rental amount. And then you need an experience and a skill level, because you're in there by yourself. It's not like you're going to uh, be able to watch others and see what they're doing and mimic them. No, you're in there all by yourself, and it's all about you and your client. So you got to have a certain level of skill to be able to maintain yourself in that salon suite. And then you need business and marketing skill, same as a salon, but this is only on you. So you got to market yourself in your salon suite to where people want to come see you, because it's not about the salon, it's about you that they're coming to see. So you're going to have to market yourself in a way that people want to come and see you. And then, of course, you're going to need your own personal license from the state, licensing your suite. And then you need insurance coverage. Why do you need insurance coverage if you're renting? Because if something should happen to your client inside your suite, you're responsible. If something happened to your client outside of your suite, then that salon owner is responsible. But you're responsible for your client when they're inside your suite. Yeah. So you want to make sure if you burn your client, that's not the owner's responsibility, that's your responsibility. So you got to make sure you have the right type of insurance to cover you. Okay. And then you got to make sure that when you reflect on your long-term goals as a beauty professional, you got to make sure, if you're a salon renter, do you have aspiration to go into a salon or, owning a salon? This is a good start if that's your next step, because this will really be your best teacher, your best training is in the salon suite. Now, when you can handle responsibility there, you're able to go into a salon setting. So you got to make sure you network, get your name out there. You're networking with like-minded people. And so you just making sure that you're making yourself relevant. Okay. So this is what it takes to be a salon suite owner as well as a salon owner. And so anything else, I do have some other things that I would love to talk to you about, but this is just like a 15-20 minute show, so we cannot cover everything. But that is covered here will definitely get you on the road to start. And you do want to start, but you know what? Make sure that you're covering yourself. Make sure that you're ready mentally as well as physically, because it's going to take the long hours, and it's going to take a long time to establish yourself. And so you got to make sure that you're really mentally and physically ready for this journey. And remember that when you become a salon owner, it requires careful planning, financial preparedness, and dedication. It can be a rewarding choice, however, if you're ready to embrace the independence and responsibility that comes with running your own salon business. It can be done. Of course, there's so many successful salons out there, and it can be done, but it's not as easy as a lot of people make it look. And you got to make sure you're ready to go for it head on and make it happen. Okay? All righty. Okay, my name is Rhonda Jackson. I am I help merge salon. I help sorry, I help merge corporate strategies into the salon setting. And that way it helps the salon run like clockwork without the presence of the salon owner. So this is what I do. And I just want to make sure that you are ready, mentally as well as physically ready to operate your salon. So you take care. And tomorrow, we're going to talk about the difference between a salon suite and a traditional salon. Which is better for you and why? Why? What type of person goes into a traditional salon, and what type of person goes into a salon suite and to be set up for success? I want to make sure that you are set up for success. And either way you go, you need to be set up for success. So I'll talk to you about that on tomorrow. The pros and cons of salon suites and traditional salons. Okay? Thank you so much. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.